All right, it's time for the Marlins off season. This is live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sporer, after the home run derby on Monday night. So I'll probably upload this raw feed to YouTube, but then do an off-season digest. Probably because we also won't get through the entire off-season, I wouldn't imagine. Marlins 2030 off-season. So this is a pretty huge off-season for the team. That's part of the reason that I didn't have time to do an episode this weekend, because there's so much to do. And we played BR on Saturday, Battle Royale, and MLB The Show. And I was like, I can't just do a YouTube video of just a quick off season. Like this is a big off season. So let me show you what I mean. So obviously it was a disappointing year. We ended up losing in the division series to the Reds, who then got 4-0'd by the Mets and got smoked. Where are we at for the Sandlot League? We haven't done Sandlot League in a while. We will do one this week, 100%. Thursday night is Battle Royale game again. Wednesday, I don't know. I need to figure out if we're going to trivia to decide what I'm doing, if anything, for a Wednesday stream. Tomorrow we could do Sandlot. We could do some Sandlot tomorrow, so we could definitely do that. But if not, then maybe on the weekend. But this week for sure. For sure. So, disappointing season, to be sure. And now it becomes kind of pivotal. We got a lot to do. Looking at our salaries, Nard Dog is gone. Last year, his deal, and we're not going to bring him back. I just can't pay that much for a reliever. I can't. So, he's going to be asking for a lot because he's really good. Oh my God. That's even more than I thought. I was like, I can't pay like $12 million. My man wants 24. Good luck, buddy. I'll pat him on his little head. Get along now. The fuck out of here with that. So he's 1,000% gone. Can you imagine how? Yeah, if Pujols hadn't lost those 3 years to World War II, dude, he'd be freaking popping off. No, you don't have to worry about me breaking. This is going on YouTube, but it's not like a straight up YouTube video. This is just the full off, or not necessarily the full off season. This is part one of the off season, raw from Twitch. Be talking to Chad a bunch and all that, and then I'll do an off season digest. But that is very funny. Yeah, if he hadn't missed they don't talk about Pujols' years lost to the war. I think that's pretty unfair. I think he should get, not credit for them, but we should at least acknowledge that he could have been pretty great. Qualifying offer? No, actually, I'm not going to qualifying offer him. What if he takes it, D-Money? That's the scary part. Because he's not getting 24 mil anywhere. So I can't offer him 20.2. He'll up and take that shit. No, Nard Dog is gone. Absolutely. I think he would take it. I'm terrified. You really think he would? Maybe not. None of the other guys are close. So Nard Dog's gone. Meyer, I don't know. I think Meyer's probably gone too. I think I favor Allen over Meyer. Fan favorite Braxton Garrett is likely gone. He's 33. I don't really see any reason to necessarily sign him to any sort of long-term deal or even a 1 year. And then Armstrong and Santos, they didn't really play in the majors that much. But I guess they've been on the organization. Oh, yeah. But his major league service time is 16 days. He's becoming a free agent. Santos, 48 days. So, yeah, they're gone as well. Oh, and then Allen. Where's Allen? So, Allen is somebody I think I kind of want to keep. But it's not going to be easy to do that yet. So we need to move some money for sure. There's going to be some guys on the chopping block this year. On the trading block specifically. Not moving J-Rod. He's our stud. Got Grayson Rodriguez and Noelve at 18 mil apiece. Grayson hurt. Might come back worse. So that sucks. Highland Hall, our stud that we picked up last year. Or this year, excuse me. This was his first year with us. He was all right. He fell off big from what he did last year. I still really like him long term, though. And we've got him for 3 more years and then a team option. We got Shane Boz locked up. He spikes to 10 this year, but then back down to 6. So I like that. He's coming off a huge season. He made 36 starts. And league best .7 homer 9 as well. Yo, the dude numbered 7,000 just smoked one. Oh, is that Action Bronson? Yeah, that's Action Bronson. Of course, he crushed it. I played softball with so many guys who look just like that. They just fucking tank it. They get to coast around the bases. They usually hit them out. We got Alec Manoah at 8.4 mil. He had a huge season. Action Bronson was a rapper. I don't know if he still is. Maybe, you know, if he put out another album, you can still be. So I don't know that he loses that title. And then became like travel shows type stuff, like food shows, not travel necessarily. Like he'd go around to different places, I think, but he did stuff like that. He got real big into that. Might even still do it. I don't know a whole lot about him. I just know who he is. Oh, one thing I hate is that when you do a sort here and then you click a page, you come back and you have to redo the sort. That's really annoying. So I'm not going to go down every single person right now. I'm going to cut off here at Crochet. So cooking with weed. Yeah, I think that's right. Maybe he just did weed stuff. I don't know if he traveled anywhere then. But it was on like those lifestyle channels and such. Pretty popular, I believe. He does look like Dimmu with a trimmed beard. Absolutely. Who's stepping in right now? He's swagged as hell. It might be one of the Migos. But it almost looks like J-Rod with like a big, like a big dreadlock wig on, hat and sunglasses, and then batting left-handed to try to get people off the scent. It was Quavo. It was Amigo. But you can almost make the case like, oh, that's J-Rod in disguise. So yeah, Gore and Crochet. We got these two lefties here costing 11 mil. We cannot keep both. One of them's definitely gone, perhaps both. Then as far as our ARB guys, we're keeping all these here. We're fine with all that. So, I kind of glossed over Noelve there when I was saying Noelve and Grayson on purpose. I think Noelve Marte is gone. I think we should shop him around and move on from the 28-year-old. He did hit 33 homers. 114 WRC plus was better than last year. 4.5 wins. That's good. But we're kind of selling high then. Because, Ks are already at 40. You start you give anything in the contact, then, my threshold, I gotta have a 50 on the contact or the Ks. 65 power makes up for a lot for sure. And he plays capable defense. Solid runner too. I just think it's the right move here though. We got 2 more $18 million seasons, so we got 36 mil that we owe him. Pence destroyed another one over the DJ stand in center. So I think the guys to trade are Noelve, oh, somebody else I didn't highlight. Alvarez. I think Francisco Alvarez is worth trading too. I can't pay him 18 mil to be on the bench, Mr. Black. That's the problem. And then one of Gore or Crochet. I don't really have a preference. I mean, probably keep Crochet because he's cheaper by $2 million, and we have an extra year of him. This is about the max that I would want to pay a reliever is around 4-5 mil. You know, we pushed up near 5 for Nardi because Nardog, you know, he's a legend. Seriously, he's gonna be one of the best relievers this organization's ever seen. So, but if Crochet gets more, honestly, both could go. Like if we saw somebody that wanted both, I'm not averse to that. I'm really not. So we could do that too. See, we got De La Paz, you know, he could be our key lefty. He's been good for us. He did have a pretty high whip last year that he had to outrun, but he did. And so if that regresses as it should, 373 BABIP, he'll be fine. So I'm not worried about it. Hey, no problem, Takai. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. I still like Manoah. I'm still keeping him. Grayson, Boz, Manoah as our top 3 is still stout. I'm still really excited about that. Don't forget our new breakout. Jonathan Turner came up. Basically skipped AAA. He was killing it so much at AA. He spent a week at AAA, basically O'Neal Cruz style, but then still got, you know, a big sample in at the majors. And just exploded. By the way, we're finally developing, guys. Like, things are finally happening. Eleanor, take care. Thank you for hanging. For years, I'm like, this sucks. Like, I'm signing good coaches. I'm trying. I feel like I'm drafting all right. I'm getting input from chat. Chat's co-signing the draft picks that I'm making on my own. You know, I don't feel like I've been doing horribly with the picks, but nothing's happening with the development. Finally starting to see the fruits of our labor. Now, it starts with a couple guys who've been contributing. Teddy Cashman was a 5th rounder from our very first draft. You know, he's not destroying, but for a 5th rounder to come up and be league average, that's pretty fine. You're pretty chill with that. A 19th rounder to come up and be over league average is quite nice too. Now, which is he? The guy who popped off in 2028 or who came back down to earth in a hard way in 2029? I don't really know because I'm not even sure why he fell so hard. That's the thing. I don't know, Mr. Black, because I have good coaches and personnel. That's why I was getting so bothered by it. I was putting together good personnel. I think it was just an impatience type of thing. I think I was just being a little too impatient. Maybe I was expecting it to turn around a bit quicker than it did. But now we're really starting to see the fruits. Those 2 guys are just kind of the first little bits of getting something that is straight from our draft. Jonathan Turner now is the biggest hit so far already, and he's only played 223 games. He's already a bigger hit than those other 2 guys because he looks like he's going to be crazy. Even with shit work ethic, if you hit with 75 power, who gives a fuck? On the pitching side, we've pretty much always traded for our pitching. However, Becerra, 2nd rounder from 2025, so that Turner's from 2025 as well. That's looking like a good draft early. Becerra wasn't amazing this year or anything, 5.12 ERA, but I'm fine with this. I really am. Like, he took some lumps, but you got to kind of figure it out. It'd be nicer, obviously, if he was good immediately, but I'm not too worried about it. There were some ups, there were some downs. We're fine. Then Wagner Morissette is somebody that I just randomly signed in the summer of 2026 when we needed guys. So a few seasons ago, I was just signing some live arms, and he's turned into something. So that's guys that are performing. Now we go look at our actual list here. We got the number 3 prospect, 2026 10th rounder. So you know this is our system, you know, developing this guy. This is a total coach development. to turn him into nothing out of thin air, which is awesome. Then Danny Puente is a 15th rounder. Another spike job here. And he's going to be at AAA again this year, ready to go. So this one's been going nicely too. Whoops, meant to go to his rating. Or no, scouting. So, he was a 35. And here he is. He had a little bit of velo, and he's got major upside. And then we got Juan Archuleta, who was a international signing that I picked up back in 26. He looks nice. Now, he's one of those ones that's, it's still pretty early. I knew, he had a big upside when we signed him. Another international signing here. I look for, okay, I'll get to that in just 1 minute, Buke. JoJo Siwa inside the Parker. Oh, let's go. That haircut is so much more perfect for her than when she had the pony, like where it looked like she was like pulling her hair out. It seemed like it hurt my head to look at it. I don't know if it gave her a headache or not, but it looked so intense. This haircut, she's killing it. So, we signed this guy in 28, so just a year ago. So he's very early, but he is number 73, and he's got a good personality class too. Turner, I just showed you guys. He's still ranked, but he's going to fall off the list now. I almost wish that he had stayed at AAA. I mean, we needed him, so I can't. But I almost wish he had stayed at AAA just to see how high he would have gotten. But that would be the OOTP equivalent of prospect hugging, not playing your guy just to get a better rank as opposed to getting the value out of him. That'd be bad strategy. And then Marco Smith, our first round pick from 2027, who, we're hoping. Marco Smith is somebody I would absolutely trade, though. He pops up a little bit, like there's some other teams that are interested. I would not be averse to moving him. I love the outfield defense and the 90 avoid Ks. Like, this could be a good player, but he has no power. Oh, that's amazing. That's a genius idea. Whoever thought of that, Teflonzo. Have the players sign the balls. And then Chapa, Relaford, Rowe, and Bowen have been popping up in a lot of trades right now. So teams are really interested in them. So I think they're our next wave of guys who could be hot too. Danny Rodriguez is pretty good as well. He's fallen off from when we signed him a bit, but maybe we can get him back, pacing to where he was. But hey, we've got some talent. We're finally starting to put some stuff in the system, and it's working. Now, Buke, you asked a great question about what I look for when I sign personnel. Now, I already put out offers to the personnel that we have to sign this period. I can't sign the bench coach. That is for our manager to do. He has that power. That's the only one he has. He doesn't have... Oh, and the player strategies, but I get to do everything else, so it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So, depends where they're at. But let's start with basically AA and below. And you can include AAA too, but AAA you can be a little looser with some things because that's more of like the last step, of course, in the minors. They shouldn't be doing most of their developing in AAA. So think AA and below for these strategies. For the most part, I am primarily focused on the development and the mechanics. First and foremost, in the aging... I care about it, but like for the young guys, like I'm not as worried about it, right? I'm not as worried about how quick a 21-year-old is aging. I want him to age into his stardom, but I don't think I need to worry about aging as much at the lower tiers here. So those are the two things I focus on the most. And then obviously their trait or their role, hitting coach. So he's legendary at hitting, and then excellent, outstanding, and then excellent aging thrown in there. Even though I'm not as worried about that in the Dominican Summer League there. Aging is not as big of an issue. So obviously you want them to be good in the skill you're hiring them for. But I will take the development mechanics. For example, now this was a late signing last year, so we only got good on the development mechanics and pitching. I would take, if somebody had like outstanding development, excellent mechanics, and then was just decent at pitching coach, even if I was hiring them as a pitching coach, I would still take the development and mechanics. I favor that so much. So let's go through my staff. You see, we got Colin Cowgill as our AAA manager. He's got good, outstanding, good, and then he's a decent enough manager. Our pitching coach there has outstanding, good, outstanding, and then is good at pitching. Our hitting coach, excellent, excellent, legendary, excellent. He's amazing. Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's some of that behind the scenes, Mr. Black. I think like organizations probably do that, but it's hard to know what to credit. Do you just get credit for everything under your tutelage, but then you have to take the negatives too? If you're just going to get credit for anything, even if a player goes out on their own and improves themselves, but it's under your advisement, so you get the credit for it, well, then you got to take on the busts too that are under your system, So it is hard to kind of figure that out. See, I don't make the personalities work as well together, and I can run into trouble at times. And that is a good call, Buke, especially in the majors, which is what you said you focus on it the most, and that's a good point. Oh, I should show my majors, guys, too. So in the majors, again, I will throw in the aging. Now I care about the aging, but I'm still really on the development mechanics and, of course, their trait that I've asked them to be there for. So Bobby Eyal is legendary at pitching, legendary development, outstanding mechanics, excellent aging. I would like to keep him around for a long time. We promoted him from AAA. Now we've had him in the majors. He's only got 1 year left. We got to extend this motherfucker. He wants a grip, but shit, I'm about to give it to him. Boom. Trinidad Hubbard is a beast hitting coach. Legendary, outstanding, excellent, legendary. Got him through 34. First base coach. Obviously, you want to start getting a good mix. So, yeah, with your base coaches, you want to get a good mix of the defense. Of these here, you don't want to have one guy in too many of the roles. So they'll assign them once we get our assistant GM, who we don't currently have. But you don't want them to try to be doing too many different things. So we're content right now. It could be better. We'll see what the bench coach looks like that Sugiyama is going to bring in. And then our pending offers here, we've got Jeremiah Green as our assistant GM. I'm not really concerned about assistant GM that much. And then we have DSL coaches is all we really had to hire. Anderson Polanco. He's got outstanding on the pitching. Then good D's. Kevin Carlo, good, excellent, legendary. So he looks really nice. He could be a huge find down there. Roque Cologne, goods all around. Javier Vasquez is a monster. Legendary, good, excellent, legendary. And we got him hired or offered for Rookie League. And then the hitting coach, outstanding, excellent, legendary. So we got some good stuff coming in too. I'm excited about that. All right, so now we need to identify what we're trying to do. If we're moving some of these guys, obviously, for some money and all that, what do we really need? Well, if we're offering, if we're putting Noelve, Francisco Alvarez, Mackenzie Gore, Garrett Crochet on the block, It only makes sense to look for a second or third baseman, one of the two there for Noelve. A catcher. Doesn't even have to be a great one. Could be our next big catcher. We could let the Dooch start this year. That'd be fine. Starting pitching, always. And a center fielder, because frankly, we don't have a center fielder right now unless we want to put J-Rod in there. We could do any outfielder. J-Rod is fine out there, but if we could get a premium center fielder and put him in right, Matos in left, and Highland Hall at DH, then we're talking. Cleo Watson is just not happening, y'all. Like, I want it to, and like I said, I was so excited when he actually got 60 range. Who just went yard? Oh, The Miz. When he got 60 range in the outfield, I thought we were set. But we were not set. He's just such a dreadful hitter. How good was the defense anyway? Not that good. But he could hold it if he could have hit it all, but he can't. And Corbin Dickerson, our first pick in this franchise, has just been dreadful. Like, he can hold the position defensively, but he can't hit. He's 25. I mean, he'll make the team this year probably, but it's about over as far as him becoming anything more than maybe a fourth outfielder type. So yeah, as it stands right now, they got Acosta in here. I don't like that. So Turner at first, sure. I'd put Vasos at second, and then T-Cash starting. T-Money. We should call him T-Money. That's way better. T-Cash is just like the laziest nickname ever. Their first initial with a shortened version of their last name, like A-Rod. T-Money is way better. Duh. Duh, bro. Let's put on some music real quick. There we go. So yeah, I think I've looked around at a few things, a little pre-studying of where we might look to get some players. It's a little light out there, but I'm curious if we have some of our OOTP heads in chat that want to give some thoughts on a couple of these deals that I've come up with. They're okay. Maybe we should get our assistant GM too. Although I don't always listen to them. I usually don't give a shit what they say. Like, don't do it. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm in. 100%. So, first deal I found of interest is from a division foe, which I think could be interesting. Washington. I think this guy's eating our lunch a bit. Christian Vaquero. Personality type, not great. Don't love it. Fragile, also a little bit of a problem, but a switch hitting center fielder. Potential at 60 power. Can hold the position defensively without a doubt. So I was looking at it. And we'll see what you guys think about this. I really should go to bed, but I want to stay up and see these home run derby cards. I don't blame you. Yeah, once you guys see them, please let me know. And I want to at least try to look them up on Twitter to show the ratings. So this is what I came up with. Vaquero in a second for Alvarez. So here's Alvarez, by the way. I didn't quite go over him. I think he's fine. You know? Like, yeah. I mean, he really... We bought low. Or I thought I was buying low, like, okay, he can be better than a 63 for sure. But, man, he's had some major dips where, like, how are you this bad? Like, every other year. I mean, this was only 101 plate appearances, but then a 76. Good year, bad year. Better year, bad year, but then back-to-back bad years. He did reverse fortunes on his WAR from -1 to +1, but still, I don't know. I'm just not that enamored with him. We still got 3 years at 11 milli each. Then the team option at 8, which is actually a pretty fair a fair contract. I don't have problems with that deal. I just feel like he's okay to trade. We've done a pretty good job finding catchers. We've had a pretty decent catcher tenure. Nothing like Kybert was all right. The Dooch has played a lot for us. We had a little like Jonah Heim love. Then we have like Patrick Bailey. So yeah, the Dooch. I mean, the Dooch was quite good this year. He could be our starter. He is fragile. So yeah, we would give Alvarez Vasos, our 19th rounder, who is coming off of a very down season after the 3-win season. And then John Rowe. I told you they like this pitcher, 2nd rounder from last season, who a lot of teams have, saying that's that last piece. Give us that last piece. And I'm like, oof, I don't know. Good work ethic. I'm sure that's what they like with the ground ball. 19 years old. There's some upside there. I can totally see why teams are intrigued by him. But we get Vaquero and a 2nd rounder. I don't know. I'm torn on this one. That's the best I could come up with for Vaquero. So then I looked at another deal. Stayed in division because that's what was available. And looked up Arcadian Muller. Now this ended up being like a crazy mega deal because this guy's bananas. He's a 70 with 80 upside. He's still got some major growth. He's 25 years old. He's coming off a 4-win season after a 3-win season. He's bananas, but he is fragile. It would take Alvarez, Gore, De Los Santos, Marte, and Rowe. We get a 4th rounder back. We shed 36 mil. The way I see it is like if we don't start Gore, he is super overpaid at like 6 mil. Isn't he due 6 mil? Why couldn't I find that on there? Oh yeah, 6.7 right there. So that's the thing. And like, I don't know if I'm going to put him back in the rotation. He doesn't lose anything at least. He stays 55, 55, 45. But I don't know. Joe Irwin, that's easy. Like, I don't know. Maybe he'll be better somewhere else. But man, he's frustrated me. So excited to get him off the Rule 5, and he's just been underwhelming. And then Noel Bay and Rowe. So, I don't know. That one looks all right. There was another one. Oh, yeah, with a different player. And then try this one on for size. So this guy's name, where is he? Ricky Bustamantes. Excellent. I don't know why his nickname's PCA. No idea. Maybe he's a big Pete Crow Armstrong fan. Who knows? But he was the #1 overall pick in 2027. Oh, are you serious, Mo? Oh, that's tough, bro. That's tough. Let me show you guys the deal for Bustamantes. Busta for wrote down a different name. And I don't know where that guy is. Please hold. Oh yeah, Ron Hines. Oh, well, earlier, I haven't even advanced the day. And now they're saying they won't do this when earlier they said they would. You gotta be bleeping me. It won't take much else, but still. Yeah, they probably have to just void a bunch of bets. Absolutely. Hey, no problem at all, TFTP Ozzy. You can ask all the questions you want, brother. Do not apologize for that even one bit. So, that's not where you go. Sorry. For the numbers over stars, you go to game settings and you fix it up in here on the player rating scales. And here's what mine looks like. 2080 for the first three, 2080 increments to 5 for the next two. I do yes to go over 80. So that way if somebody is like a 90 power, it will say that. It's rare, but I want to see that. Like, that's dope. And then I do all ratings, all player ratings display relative to MLB. Just Ascend, thank you for the 1 year. It's under game settings. Yeah, our scale doesn't go high enough to describe this guy, so he broke it. I love that. I love it, I love it. Wait, that link doesn't work? What the fuck? There you go. So yeah, you go game settings, boom, right here. And then there's that screenshot gives you the exact look of what mine are if you want to copy them. All right, so now this is a little bit different. I mean, this is just like a cheap throw in, whatever this is. It doesn't really matter. Now, the next link, brother. I don't know what that other blob one, I don't know. I did copy link address, and that's what it said. I have no idea why that's what it gave. Oh, this Jackson Weber guy, I thought he's got the good profile. I tried to just stick him in the rotation and see if something would happen. I mean, he's gotten better only because he started so poorly, but I don't think it's happening. So I would include Weber. All right. I mean, this is aight. This is a 1-1 who, you know, can still be sent down, but had a 2.5 win half season. But he is unthinking. That's the problem. No problem, Ozzy. I got you. He is unthinking, man, which is the most devastating burn in this game. Just devastating. Unthinking. Born in 2005. Shoot me in the face. Ooh, that's awesome, Shreen. I didn't know that. They've been killing it with the unis. So yeah, I mean, I'll put this on the list, but the fact that he's unthinking, stuff. All right, and then what else? The only other deal I found that I might do, excuse me, is a Francisco Alvarez one. And it's just getting younger at catcher, really. It's going Biro for Alvarez and John Rowe. God damn it. My fucking nose itches. Yeah, if you get unthinking, dude, that's the most scathing thing ever. Ooh, big news, big news, big news, big news, big OOTP news. Hang on. Let me pull it up. I showed this to y'all a little bit last time, but it is official now. The OOTP calculator has been updated. Do we have a calculator maybe? I'm not sure if we did a command or not. Let's just do OOTP calc. Actually, let's just do that. I'm going to show you guys this here right now. It's awesome. If you don't use it, if you play OOTP, you probably already knew about the first version. But now I'm putting y'all on the second version, which I did show you guys a little bit last time we OOTP'd. And now it's live fully. All right, so let's put this down here for now. Let's just compare Alvarez and Bayo real quick. You can pick your park. The only downside is if you play in a custom park, you know, because you put in the team to get the park factor. So if you play in a custom park, it won't. You'll have to come up with something else. You'll have to find a park that's comparable to where you play or something. Like for the Dillos, we found that the Angels is at least somewhat comparable. So here's the difference. What up, Waffles? Here's the difference between these two. It is pretty scant for the price difference. So 2.8 WAR for Alvarez, 2.2 for Byro. And again, you're talking 2.5 mil, probably slated to go up a bit. Oh, he's not on ARB? Wait, so what's his... Was he league minimum? Oh, I remember this guy. I remember this Byro guy now. He was like a signing. Yeah, he was a free agent signing. Minor league free agent signing. And I tried to get him, and I couldn't. I didn't have enough money, and I kind of let him go. So yeah, it'll just be same price again for a couple of years, and then he'll get into the ARB. So he's got a long time. Could be with us. I mean, he's 29 as well, so he's not going to be there forever. But I mean, compare 2.6 to 11, which is what he's going to be for the next 3 years, Alvarez. And John Rowe, too. So, but is Rowe worth it? Basically, we're selling If you think about that, I think we're kind of selling Rowe for him to be included. What are we, Supreme Court? Oh, they'll take a fifth. Oh, we can get a good pick too. Fourth. We'll take the fifth. So we'll get a fifth. That makes it even easier. Damn. Oh, that is tough, Henry. I think the Bednar's nice too, to be honest. I would not be surprised if that Bednar is pretty clean. All right, I'm definitely putting this on my list. This is probably the best one. This is probably the best one that I've seen of all these trades I've been considering. Yeah, I think this is the best one. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I mean, maybe I should just do this one so we don't lose it. That's the downside of waiting a little bit. You know, you go back to it, you got something worked out, you come back and like, psych, the price is up, bitch. And you're just like, what? What? I think I'm going to execute this. We'll have 2/5 and 3/6. Sixths. Nailed it. Oh, what the fuck? Did I fuck it? I fucked it. God damn it, Paul. Did you get too cute and fuck it over? You stupid idiot. Where is Rowe? Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, his name's Hotwire. That's why I don't want to trade him though. His nickname is Hotwire. It's a great nickname. Okay, they still agree. Whew. Which means, I don't know, man. The computer might know something we don't. I mean, he's a second rounder, right? It makes sense why they're interested. He is a switch hitter, but he can't really hit. There's like a lip. There's a tinge of upside, but nothing to be like, ooh, maybe hitting is his path. But high work ethic. We're a minor league factory at this point. I don't think I need. We get a few guys on the top 100. Oh yeah, we just churn them out left and right. But yeah, I think this is the move. We're setting the clock back at catcher, and we're basically like trading down 3 rounds essentially. You know, we're getting a 5th for a guy we took in the 2nd, plus the money saved. I think it's pretty good. I'm locking it in. How popular is he? Shit. This guy? Oh, perfect. Won't even feel a thing. We're at 60. Boom. Decreases noticeably, increases noticeably, leaving us at 60. Makes sense. All right, first deal in the books. Let's go. Francisco Alvarez is gone. If he goes and pops off, I'm going to be mad. Because he did not go how I had hoped. How do you say this name, by the way? It's not Sebastian. Sebastian Biro? Is that correct? At all? We also took out 2 pieces from the from that Arcadian deal, so that ain't happening. I don't think I wanted to do that anyway. That seemed like a lot. That seemed like a lot. Oh yeah, we got Braden Connors too, who we developed. Like he's a fine, like he's capable enough to be a backup. I don't know that we would want to start him. And so if we can kind of keep him at AAA this year, and then he maybe dips up a little bit here and there. If the Dooch gets hurt, because the Dooch is a little bit fragile, then we're fine. You know? We're chilling. We're chilling. All right, let's see. Let's see what's out there. Look at two catchers leading baseball in OPS. Okay, that's kind of dope. Is Melendez still catching? He is. That's kind of fire. Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened. Oh, Malfrin. This guy's insane. Just an obscene hitter. Look at this guy, y'all. Let me go turn off the porch light real quick. Bucky's in Kentucky. Let's go. Sammy's kid, right? He's playing like he could be. Shit. He's playing like he could be. That's for damn. Eli Manning's turnovers, what up? Holy shit. Look at this guy for the Tigers. We have him in real life. He's one of those international signings that's like light years away right now. But definitely has some premium upside. I think he ranked pretty high in our system. Top 10 maybe? Maybe not yet. 18, okay. But he's, he's in rookie ball. He is, like I said, light years away basically. Shreen, how much would we die, dude? He's basically our boy Ellie. Like, it's there. It's there. I haven't written in a couple days. Well, I don't usually write on the weekend, and I didn't do anything today. Basically took today like semi off. I was doing offline, like behind the scenes stuff. I didn't write anything today though. But I'll have the pod up tomorrow. I might do like an All-Star break article too, and then I'll have my next pitcher rankings up relatively soon. Next week or two. Yeah, Campos is a god. I won't have anything that I'm writing about for the draft. I read our stuff. I religiously read our stuff. How'd I get to Fangraphs? Well, it started a long time ago. Writing on like little blogs and little websites, just kind of getting my reps in basically, the whole like 10,000 hours thing. Might not have been 10,000 hours, but it's that sort of vibe. I definitely didn't start at Fangraphs. But Yeah, so I kind of worked up like that. I also, I used to try to be the old jack of all trades type of thing. I used to do football and baseball. I wanted, do everything, be a part of all of it, which can be good. Like Jake Seeley kills it. He does both, and he does it successfully. Others do as well. But I got a great. I have been at Fangraphs for a minute at this point. Yeah, I'm old. I've been doing this for a long time, both on the side and then now as a gig. I've been doing, as my main job. I've been doing it for a while. So I was on this call with a guy named Rick Wilton, industry titan. But if you haven't been around the fantasy industry for a while, you might not know who he is. But from back in the day, injury stud, like one of the go-to guys for injuries, real good guy. We were writing for this little site for a guy named Mark Haverty, who was instrumental in helping me cut my teeth too. He helped me out, getting me like bits in magazines and different sites and everything like that. It was awesome. But Rick and I were the first on this like team meeting call and talking to each other. I introduced myself and told him. He's like, give me your backstory type of deal. I told him that whole jack of all trades thing. He's like, hey, I don't want to dissuade you from anything. He's really nice about it. He wasn't saying, do this. He's just like, hey, my idea, my thing is I narrowed the focus. I became injuries specifically. I used to try to cover all of baseball. I used to try, but then I went narrow focus, and that has played well for me. You might consider finding a niche if there's something you're super passionate about, whether it's just one sport, because I had told him I was doing football and baseball, or just something within each sport or one of the sports. It's just like a really nice, thoughtful conversation, not pushy in any way, not the whole like, I did it this way, so that's the only way you're going to be successful type of deal. Just badass, and I've never forgotten it. And I was always into like pitchers and pitching analysis. And yeah, the SP list that Matthew Berry helped make a thing just by promoting it. Just retweets. Just like retweets alone were enough in him just like casual mention here and there on the pod. But yeah, so then I started doing my starting pitching guide, which was huge. And that really helped me get a little bit of a foothold in the fantasy world. Matthew Berry promoted it a few years for me, which was awesome. Last one I did was in 2015. Oh, absolutely. And listen, anybody who makes it in anything like this, you need help along the way. No doubt about it. Like I said, shout outs from guys like Matthew Berry and like Bill Simmons mentioned it on the pod. Now, he was talking to Jonah Carey, unfortunately. So that's not great, but it was still awesome. And the SP guide really, really pushed me to a different level. So then I was freelancing at a bunch of different sites, including RotoWire and Fangraphs. And would you believe it? One of the hardest things to do in this industry is to get a full-time gig. And I got offered 2 in the same week. Each site offered to take me full-time. And could you even be luckier? No, you couldn't. Like, that's the most lucky thing in the universe. And so basically I went with Eno and Fangraphs. The main decider there, because it was so hard and there was no wrong answer, was I'm just going to go with who asked first. And they beat him by like a day. So that's who I went with. And my friends at RotoWire were awesome. There was no hard feeling. They knew at the time too, because I told them, I said, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I'm so thankful that you guys offered this. But, Eno just offered me over at Fangraphs too. And again, no bullying, no pushing, no nothing, no nothing negative. It was just all, oh, hey, that's great. Whatever you decide, we support you. If you go work there, we love you. You're great. Type of deal. Like, just making me feel really not have to feel a bunch of stress about it. Also, again, amazingly fortunate to get offered 2 freaking gigs, let alone 1. So then I started at Fangraphs, and here we are. Obviously, I skipped a bunch. So anyway, enough of that. First started following you here, trying to make stubs. Thanks, Handyman. That's awesome. Yeah, so, man, I can't believe how long I've been streaming, too. I seriously am so dang old. But, I mean, listen, baseball is literally my life. I get to freaking follow baseball and get paid for it. It is the most lucky thing in the universe. It's awesome. All right, so we made one deal. Let's go ahead and advance a bit. Let's let the offseason develop a little bit. There isn't enough on the table right now with things to make a bunch of moves. We made the first one. Let's get into some awards, kind of go from there. I might check out these gold gloves to see if we can find our next center fielder. Damn, Henry, that's incredible. Hey, no problem, Buke. Have a good one. We'll probably just review them tomorrow. Like, if somebody tweets them out, like, if I'm still streaming when they come out and somebody tweets out all the ratings, I'll look at them, but I'm not firing up my PlayStation again. I don't mind looking at them in the morning. All right, let's go to the gold gloves. Oh, wait, we're going to get stopped for the offers. Yeah. I figured. Oh, we got some. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. Sasaki's here. He wants 17 milli. Shit. Oh, he wants 24 mil now. Fuck. Oh, the posting fee is 17. Well, we're not getting Sasaki. Whoops. This guy was pretty good. Jae Young Jung. He's very unhappy because the club lacks a manager. That's a decent reason to be upset. I gotta kind of side with him, man. No freaking manager, dude. That seems kind of whack. Ah, what? Oh shit, Korea and Japan got beef? Bay's 34 though, like he wouldn't be good. He would not be my Bay. I would not be happy with him. I want Sasaki badly. He's coming off a pretty tough year, though. Look at all those walks. But he did lead the league in strikeouts and hits per 9, so maybe not so tough. He kind of survived it with that high whip, basically. It's good, but it wasn't like, holy shit. He did get hurt a bunch. Yeah, he's fragile, so that's why he's kind of whacked now. Look at how good he was. He didn't lose that much. I mean, he lost 5 control. But it seems to be hurting him. $11 to 12 months, 10 to 11 months, 2 to 3 months, 3 months. He's been through some shit. Yo, Mo, have a good one. If you see me panhandling for scrims at the 4-way, mind your business. Fair enough. Fair enough. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging. I mean, like, even if we had the money, who is he? Riven? Jesus. Damn, dude. Even if we had the money, I truly don't think I would want to spend it on him. I love him in real life, and it's I can't wait for when he does come over. By the way, he might not come over until 2029 at age 27. Like, this could realistically happen. He's so young, dominating over there right now. But we can't, like, even if we had the money, I'm not paying 20-something mil. What are you, Roki Sasaki, with your double Your double TJs. That's what we were making fun of. So I'm not worried about it. I was like, I kind of want to move the money to see if I can afford him, but no, we're not going to do that. De La Paz. I mean, we got him off waivers. Maybe we don't tender him. He has extreme ground ball, and I like the 70 movement, obviously, with the 60 stuff, but 40 control, 31 years old, fragile. I don't know. I'm not sure we really need to be paying 3 something. Maybe we trade him. This guy we got in a trade. We just got him thrown in knowing that he was going to have to rehab with us. We gave them Ali Sanchez. He was awesome for them. Not quite. So yeah, we haven't even seen him pitch. He was injured the whole year. He still has 5 months left. Jesus. All right, he just hit over the year. I mean, he's at 13 months with 5 more. Damn. Oh, he had a setback. That's why. We could throw that guy in a deal if somebody wants him, but he's going to be dog shit when he comes back. No chance, dude. All right, so De La Paz and Hernandez are going on the trade potentials. They are more than open to trades, or I'm more than open to trading them, I should say. All right, Franklin De La Paz. Who's the other one? Oh, Ben what? Zimmerman? Hernandez. Same diff. Not really, but who's counting? Ben Hernandez. Okay. That's all right. We can turn over our bullpen. That's like the strength of this team. Has been from day one. We've been putting bullpens together like you wouldn't believe. I don't think anybody's on waivers right now. Oh, there are some guys. Nobody good. I mean, this guy's name is just Crisostomo? Christopher Crisostomo Mercedes? That's a fantastic name. He's 35, though. So, yeah, nothing special on waivers right now. Dooch. Yo, Dooch. Dooch, let me hit you with like 289. What do you think about that? Bro. There we go. There we go, Dooch. Freaking Dooch. This freaking Dooch right here. Hey. Little Dooch. Alright, Teddy. Could Teddy become even better, maybe? If he could just, like, throw another 5 on the home run power. That'd be kind of hot. How many more years does he have? T-Cash, T-Money, I mean. Oh, T-Money's with us for a minute. So if we're doing anything, it'd have to be cheap. Nah, it's not worth buying anything out. Come on, you jerk store. I'm trying to bilk you for a few bucks. Let me bilk you. Get bilked. Carlos Colmenares, I shouldn't have had such high hopes for his offense. Obviously, this is a modest profile to be sure. But man, I hoped against hope is what I did. I was like, surely he'll just randomly figure out how to hit. Why? But his defense is too amazing. I mean, we're still sticking with him. Make no mistake about it. We still got him for 2 more years after this. There we go. And then Joe Irwin. I mean, Joe Irwin, I think, is going to end up getting dealt. There was some interest in him. He ended up being okay last year, like 92. Man, like, what's the calculator say for him? Let me run Joe Irwin through. Put him in left. It only likes him as a 2-win player now. I'm actually surprised on that. I would have thought there was a bit more. I mean, it is a 110 OPS plus, though. It's the lack of, like, defensive value add. Because 110 OPS plus, I mean, so he wasn't that far off last year. And he only had 113 plate appearances in 2028, so maybe I overjudged him. But he had 2027 where he had a pretty fullish season, 438 plate appearances. Anything over 400 plate appearances is a pretty robust. Like, that's pretty close to a season. And he was a 56, 214 BABIP is pretty garbage. I don't know. I've had a tortured relationship with De Los Santos. I definitely want Matos to stick around. This is our last year with him, I think. It is. What's he project out to be? Oh, damn. 3.2 wins. If we do this. For average annual. This could work. I don't usually go up in scale, but it's also the team option if he's busted by then. I mean, 6'9", you gotta be pretty bad not to be worth 7 mil though. Oh, he's not gonna take it. He adds 10,000 here, and you're like, oh, that's all you want is 10,000 more. I don't think he's gonna accept it. I'll be surprised. Yeah, they're always fucking with you when they do that. At least that's been my experience. Oh my God, look at all these minor leaguers. Holy shit. Okay, well. Definitely don't have the juice in me to go through all those tonight. Definitely not. So this is going to be more of a setting the table. We got our personnel pretty much locked. I mean, these guys should come in. I don't know who we're offering for bench coach. Again, I'm not allowed to. Oh, Doug Mankiewicz. All right. He doesn't have anything on the development side, but he's got some good coaching abilities. Fine. that's who Sugiyama wants. That's who he gets. We already traded Alvarez. We got a lot of other potential deals with Noelve, Gore, Crochet, De La Paz, Hernandez. A lot of guys potentially getting traded. Joe Irwin. So I'm actually going to work a little bit more offline. I am curious, both in the Twitch chat now or on YouTube, people's thoughts on the potential deals with Philly. The Bustamante's deal. Do we get anything else with this one? I guess not. So Hines, Gore, Weber, Noelve for Bustamante's. He's unthinking though. He's a dummy. Or for Arcadian Muller. I forget what it was. It was a lot. And I think we traded some of the pieces, so we might have to do something else. Oh yeah, because Alvarez and Rowe were in it. So let's do this. Let's put Joe Irwin in there. Let's throw De La Paz. It's headed to the circular file. Shut up. Alright, we take a big dog prospect. Honestly, I'm not even sure I liked the other deal, but I don't think I like the rework here. I mean, this guy's amazing. What does he project out to? Just being a god tier. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I'm really interested in either deal, so I'm going to put his max in here. Actually, no, let me put him in as is today. See what we're getting. But there's also upside, man. This guy is so good, but that's why he costs everything. He projects to 4.3 WAR today. If you max him, get those extra 15 points on the eye. He's 5.6 WAR. Oh my God, 150 OPS plus. He's 25. Maybe I need to make this work. Let's just put Noelve back in there. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Oh no. I might have to undo that. I don't know if I wanted to do that. I did not mean to hit complete trade. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Alright. Alright, well, I mean, okay, wait. Let's not panic here, okay? Let's not panic. Okay, so first off, Joe Irwin and De La Paz are basically free, right? I'm not concerned by either of those. That's not really how it works, but I'm putting them off to the side a bit. So it's Gore, Noelve, and Aramitani. 17, long way out, but obviously a big-time prospect for Miller. Should have waited till it's trade deadline. Char. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else, by the way. I was about to wrap up stream anyway, but I'm not going to do anything else. It was a legit misclick. I'm open to undoing it, but I'm kind of curious if we should just stick with it. What I was going to do, and I just absentmindedly went up way too high there. Instead of, I was going to remove the 5th round pick and do my normal shit where I try to get something better, which frankly you shouldn't be able to do. It's kind of cheesy, or it's fully cheesy. I fully admit that. So maybe it's better. I took, once they said yes on the 5th, I took it. I might keep this. I might keep this. I mean, obviously, if this guy pans out, this guy's bananas. But he's 17. He's got a great personality class. Not a leader, but everything else, who cares? He is a, no defense guy. But, I mean, if he has this bat, fucking who cares? Let's do like a muted version of him. Let's put him at first. And we'll just say like, let's just say 60 on the contact, 60 on the gap, 65 on the home run power, 55 on the eye, and only 50 on the avoid case. Let's say it just doesn't quite come together. That'd be a 125 OPS plus, but only 2 WAR because his defense is so bad. Now let's move him up a bit. Let's max him real quick. Let's see what that looks like. That's 5 WAR. It's still less than Miller. Now, obviously, if he pops off and Noel is like, you know, it's not just for him; it's for other pieces too. I mean, it was a complete misclick, but I'm thinking I might keep it. We actually gained 2 points in fan interest. Yeah, it's 100% a DH first baseman. I mean, you know, or you're just taking bad corner defense. Unless he develops. Unless he hits the right coaches and they somehow milk some extra. I don't know how much coaching can change defense, though. I really don't. What would you guys do? Would you keep it? Joe Irwin, Mackenzie Gore, De La Paz, Noelve, Ermitani for Arcadian Muller in a 5th. I think I might keep it, actually. I did not mean to do it, but I think we're going to go with it. I'm not that averse to keeping it. I'm curious, though. I am going to go ahead and cap it here, and I'm going to post this YouTube video in the morning. So hopefully some people watch it day of, because it's been a few days. I know we have a good handful of day one watchers, but there's a lot of episodes, so I also understand the people who are taking their time with it. But I'm curious what people think. I mean, we'll see how impatient I am tomorrow, too. I might just end up moving forward. It's really not, yeah, it's big, but it isn't crazy. It was jarring because I wasn't ready. But, I mean, he's a 70 already with an 80 upside. I mean, he's not a great defender, but we're just putting him at second. No big deal. He's only 5'10", so he can't play first in the future. So he's going to be at second. That's fine. He is fragile, but, I mean, he's a god. Traded Noelve, who is a name, but don't forget, also going up to 18 mil. You got the 17-year-old that, you know, is a blank slate. He could become one of the best players in the league. If that happens, or best hitters, not best player, because his defense and speed are garbage. But if he becomes one of the best hitters in the league, if we get, you know, 3-4 win seasons out of Arcadian, are we really that upset? And then, like I said, Joe Irwin and De La Paz, they weren't coming back anyway. And Gore, I did want to trade him. I like him, but we weren't going to put him back in the rotation. And so for 6.7 mil, he's not worth being a reliever at that price. I think I'm talking myself into it. I think I'm going to stick with it. Like I said, I was going to click off the 5th rounder and try to go up and be the little cheap little bitch. But my misclick doesn't allow me to do that, and I think we ride it. I think I've decided. I mean, I still want to hear opinions from people who watch it on YouTube, but I'm riding with it. All right, well, this changes the outro quite a bit. We have now big time changed the outlook of the team. Let's put Arcadian on the squad here. See what that does. Run it through the old Sugiyama thoughts. Let's see where he's at with everything. Okay. Still no T-Cash, which I just don't agree with. Oh, yeah, no. Wait, who was that third? Hang on. Oh, Vassals was that third. Okay. So, no, I'll put Arcadian there. And then T-Cash. They really want to start Acosta. He's definitely backup material. Yeah, he's going to be a first baseman. He's already locked in at first base at 17. I mean, and Noelve was getting traded. Yeah, I think we're in on it. All right. We've locked and loaded this. Okay, so the offseason is definitely different now. We just took a major step forward in it. Let me write down the names of the people that were in that deal one more time real quick. So, goodbye to Noelve. Franklin De La Paz and Armand Aramitani. Oh, and Joe Irwin. Good luck to Joe Irwin. I like him. And we got Arcadian. Okay, so we ended up getting Arcadian Muller and Sebastião Bairro. Correct me on that, please. I know that's butchered, but... And now what's our money looking like? Now we got some cash. Sheesh. Now I'm still not going to sign him, but I think we could actually afford Roki now, couldn't we? Don't accidentally misclick and just offer him a deal, you idiot. Sweet. Okay, so now we got some money too. All right, early off-season goals have been achieved, y'all. All right. Thanks for talking me into that after the fact. So it ended up not... I took a screenshot of the one that they agreed to earlier. And this ended up not being all that different. Here, let me show it to you guys. I don't know... Can I do Excel? Will it show? Or is that a stupid question? I guess not, because I can't find Excel. Oh wait, there it is. So this isn't that different from what we did. Ew, that's ugly. This was one I had worked up offline before stream tonight. So it was Alvarez, Gore, De Los Santos, Noelve, and Rowe for Muller and a fourth. So what we ended up doing, take out Alvarez and Rowe, put in De La Paz and Aramitani, and drop from a fourth to a fifth, which we probably still could have gotten the fourth. And you know what? That's the penalty of the misclick, and I'll wear it. I'll wear that penalty, and we did it. We got ourselves a premium player. Our next cornerstone with J-Rod. Oh, hell yeah. Now I'm fucking hyped on it because I'm looking at it with J-Rod, Muller, and Turner, and Hall as our top four. Sorry, Bassos, you're going to be batting fifth. That's still a good fifth, by the way. And then T-Cash. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, a lot of the offseason has moved forward now. We've made 2 colossal deals. We still have things to do. Consign some pitching. I'll review that next time around. Again, this is just kind of a part 1 of the offseason for YouTube. I'll have an offseason full digest video that will review these moves again and make fun of myself for the misclick, while also getting into the rest of the offseason, which I will likely do offline. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and plenty more Marlins coming up with the 2030 season. Peace.